Oh, hey, I hope you guys are enjoying God of War Ragnarok, which just released a few days ago. In the meantime, I have to rely on my phone to fill me in on the rest of the franchise. It's not what you think. God of War was one of many PlayStation's classic that defined the PS2 console generation. It may look like a simple but phenomenal hack and slash where you murder every single god in existence that literally makes Kratos travel to a completely new mythology, but oh my god, the 4 main God of War titles is by far one of the best action video games out there. It does have expansive stories told across numerous titles that ties the sequels together. Not that I needed to, but hey, let's pretend we're having a God of War marathon. It consists of 3 main titles, followed by 2 PSP spin-offs, Chains of Olympus being a prequel to the original God of War, while Ghost of Sparta serves to bridge the gap between the first 2 titles. Then you have Ascension on the PS3, which is a prequel to both God of War and Chains of Olympus. Last I heard, nobody cared about Ascension. All of this covers the entire Greek mythology storyline. God of War 4 in Ragnarok stands on its own with the Norse mythology while still acknowledging previous events in the series. What you might not be familiar with, however, is that we did get one title that is considered canon in the franchise. It's a mobile game. Trust me, Bruno Vasquez confirmed that himself on Twitter. God of War Betrayal, released only on mobile in 2007, a Java Micro Edition game to be exact. And wow, I had no idea this game exists, let alone mobile gaming being a thing back then. I mean, come on. I feel like the massive majority of people weren't doing any mobile gaming in the mid-2000s. At least I wasn't. Probably because I was too busy playing the DS like the rest of the world. Although, if someone at IGN was more than willing to give this game a 9 out of 10, clearly this is something I have to try out for myself. Keep in mind, this is not an accessible game by any means. Not only is this game delisted, but our modern devices aren't even compatible for running any Java micro games. Don't judge me, but I think you could install this on something as infamous as the Nokia N-Gage. But let's be honest though, do I look like the type of guy who's gonna buy an N-Gage just to play God of War? No. But I do have a Nokia phone that I found buried in my dad's garage. I mean, look at this. It's already better than the N-Gage. With the knowledge I've gained from the retro modding community, I will be using this to create my own outdated mobile emulation upscaler, so I can plug this into my laptop and get the full God of War mobile experience. First, we're gonna need a little bit of soldering skills. Then I'm gonna plug this bad boy in my trusty upscaler, and yep, this is in fact God of War on mobile. I'm not ready for this, am I? Since defeating Ares, Kratos, the God of War, reveled in his newfound powers, leading his Spartan army through conquest after conquest. Alright, just a little more dialogue text and we'll jump right in. What the hell happened to the audio? Does this game not have any audio outside of the main menu music? Ah, well, there's that. So if there's one thing I find fascinating about this game, it stays true to the series trademark. It's a hack and slash title in the form of a 2D side-scroller. That's all I have to say about it. You do have the classic square-square triangle combo with the iconic Medusa's head, although I'm not sure if it was quite useful at all in this game. There's also this greatsword that I barely used. It's supposed to be effective for crowd control, except it sucks up your magic meter. And for being a 2D game, using the Blades of Chaos has a longer reach, which is better than using anything else. This, Bee Swarm ability? You even have the iconic Quick Time event takedowns, which is cool for the first time, but never again on mobile. To some extent, this is a pretty competent mobile game for being made in 2007. That's all I really have to say about it, because my god, this is boring and monotonous to play through compared to anything else in the series. I don't think it helps that there's literally no audio or any background music. It's just silent and... oh dear god, I need to put something on. Much better. You're playing as Kratos, wreaking havoc across cities with your Spartan warriors. The plot? Argus, the 100-eye giant created by the wife of Zeus, Hera, was murdered. I mean, that's what happens when you fight this beast throughout the first few levels, but once you finally defeat it, I guess somebody was trying to frame him without his nearby soldiers knowing? I don't know. Of course, you quickly discover that there's an assassin framing Kratos and turning Olympus against him. Pretty much the rest of the game has Hades' army trying to stop him, while Kratos is on a wild goose chase. Later on, you encounter some Minotaurs and Cerberus, which are just more annoying than anything. Eventually, this pissed off Zeus even more that he decided to send Syrinx to stop Kratos. Sure. Now, it may have taken me a solid 15 minutes to finish this boss fight, but once I did, that's it. Yeah, so there really isn't any official source as to who the assassin may be. I guess they want to keep things vague and not mess with the series timeline. Other than that... that was a dreadful 2 hours I went through. If someone had the audacity to give this a 9 out of 10, then clearly I have no clue how traumatizing mobile gaming were back in the mid-2000s. On one end, yeah, for being a mobile game from 2007, faithfully recreating God of War as a 2D platformer, that is quite the accomplishment. On the other... oh my god, who the hell is gonna tolerate this? I wouldn't have cared as much if this was just a random fan-made game, which is exactly what it feels like. Except, this is officially developed by Sony. Like, wow, alright. While Betrayal is supposed to be the backstory leading up to the opening moments of God of War 2, you're not gonna gain anything out of it outside of having the endurance to play through it. At least when you die, you don't actually lose any progress, which is fortunate to some extent, but trying to stay alive fighting all the enemies only to start again from the checkpoint is tedious as hell. I mean, if you really wanted a mobile God of War experience, just play the damn PSP games. I mean, Jesus Christ. Well, that served its purpose. Now, if you excuse me, I'm gonna keep playing some more of Ragnarok.